Reports published by BBC unravel details of atrocities committed by the Chinese government on the ethnic population of Uighur Muslims in Xiangjiang. The disturbing revelations are made by the women from the community who managed to escape from the internment camp set up by the Chinese government in the Xiangjiang region. Tursune Siyavudun, an escaped prisoner, said to a BBC reporter, "The men always wore masks. Even though there was no pandemic then, they wore suits," she said, "not police uniforms." Sometime after midnight, they came to the cells to select the women they wanted and took them down the corridor to a back room, where there were no surveillance cameras. "Perhaps this is a most unforgettable scar on me forever," she said. "I don't even want these words to spill from my mouth." Tursune Siyavudun spent 9 months inside China's vast and secretive system of internment camps in Xiangjiang region. According to independent estimates, more than 1 million men and women have detained in the sprawling network of camps which China says exist for the re-education of Uyghurs and other minorities. Human rights groups say the Chinese government has gradually stripped away the religious and other freedoms of the Uyghurs, culminating in an oppressive system of mass surveillance, detention, indoctrination, and even forced sterilization. The policy flows from China's President Xi Jinping, who visited Xiangjiang in 2014 in the wake of a terror attack by Uyghur separatists. Shortly after, according to documents leaked to the New York Times, he directed local officials to respond with absolutely no mercy. The US government said last month that China's actions since amounted to a genocide. China says reports of mass detention and forced sterilization are lies and absurd allegations. First-hand accounts from inside the internment camps are rare, but several former detainees and a guard have told BBC they experienced or saw evidence of an organized system of mass rape, sexual abuse, and torture. Tursune Siyavudun, who fled Xiangjiang after her release and is now in the US, said women were removed from the cells every night and raped by one or more masked Chinese men. She said she was tortured and later gang raped on 3 occasions, each time by 2 or 3 men. Siyavudun has spoken to the media before, but only from Kazakhstan, where she lived in constant fear of being sent back to China, she said. She said she believed that if she revealed the extent of the sexual abuse she had experienced and seen and was returned to Xiangjiang, she would be punished more harshly than before, and she was ashamed, she said. The BBC also interviewed a Kazakh woman from Xiangjiang who was detained for 18 months in the camp system, who said she was forced to strip Uyghur women naked and handcuff them before leaving them alone with Chinese men. Afterwards, she cleaned the rooms, she said. Meanwhile, the United States has demanded serious consequences over reports of systematic rape and torture of women taking place inside China's camps for the Uighur Muslim minority. The US State Department said that it was deeply disturbed by the atrocities. A US State Department spokesman said, "We are deeply disturbed by the reports, including first-hand testimony of systematic rape and sexual abuse against women in internment camps for ethnic Uyghurs and other Muslims in Xiangjiang. These atrocities shock the conscience and must be met with serious consequences." Australia's Foreign Affairs Minister Marisi Payne also commented on the report, saying the United Nations should be given immediate access to the region. However, China's foreign ministry strongly denied the false report. According to independent estimates, more than 1 million people have been detained in the camps, which China says exist for the re-education of Uyghurs and other minorities. News Desk, Kaumudy English.